out. Nice and slow. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in again. And out. A. Follow me. Now don't stop. B. C. One more time. A. B. And C. One more time. A. B. And C. One more time. A. B. And C. So we go a little bit longer. This time. A. Go, go, go. Don't stop. Get the blood round to your body, into your heart, and out towards the rest of your body. Yin energy and yang energy. So once you've done that, take one deep breath into your nose, and then. So once you finish that, you put your hand up, and just what we call in this position, collect the energy. And then stop. And then you can actually feel a little bit of tingling on your palm. Just extend your left hand in that position, and just simply cupping down slowly, and reverse to the other side. Onto your palm, and back. Repeat it one more time, slowly. Now, repeat the same thing on your right hand. Reverse your hand again. Slowly. So once you have done that, you work your way down to your foot, which is the left foot starting from the top, and work your way down. And up, down, and up, and repeat that onto your right foot. So repeat it one more time on your left foot, and onto your right foot. So with that, we work your way slowly up, using your hand, and slowly cupping your heart. Awaken the energy in your heart. And then walk your way down to your stomach, your left shoulder, and then your right shoulder, very gently. So with that, we can just do the whole body, simply cupping it. So it's how you awaken the energy. So you do one more, turn to your back, and then back to your stomach. Together and stretch forward and hold 5 seconds, and then come back to your side and come back to the top, look up and come back to the back and come back and downward, look down and come back. Shall we repeat it one more time? So breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out. One more time. Breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, and out. Breathe in to your nose, and ha, in, 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 ha. Ready? Go. He, 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 he. We're going to start with method 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wood 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Water 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Earth 2, 3, 4, 5. Earth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this will be your last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now once you finish, bring it in all your 5 elements into one. Breathe in, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and the last one in, concentrate, and then all the way down. So we did it together, A, B, C. So now the cup, you put them together slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we start to vibrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just carry on doing that. Vibrate, vibrate. And you will feel the little sensation in the middle of your palm. In order to feel the energy, you put it into the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and then hold it for 10 seconds. And then with that position, you get an energy ball. And you feel that the energy ball is right in the middle of your palm. The energy ball, you move it around our human body, the yin energy and the yang energy. So moving in that position first. 3, 4, 5, and then we reverse it. 1, 2, back to the middle. Once you have created your energy ball, which is your life force, you put them all into your human body, into your metal, wood, which is your liver, water, which is your kidney, fire, which is your heart, and then fit together earth, which is your stomach, and then right below your stomach, just below your navel, your life force, where you store all your energy. Simply vibrate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you've done that, massage your hands a bit so that you receive as much energy. When you put the palm up straight, and you find that your palm is nice and clean.
Qigong warm-up, knocking on the door of life, just turning from the hips and waist, knocking your low back, slapping your belly. Just start to notice your breath. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose. You can let them out your mouth. Starting to wake up the body, prepare it for our energetic practice. Good. Let's take our legs a little wider. It can be just a little bit, or it could be quite a lot. Finding a kind of a low horse stance. As you shift the weight, I like to have the toes a little turned out so my knee tracks over the toe instead of kind of twisting over it. Okay, nice and warm, slow down. Let's open the joints. Here, bend your knees a little bit. One hand on the hip, other hand palm face up. This is one of our silk reeling exercises. Imagine you have a cup of tea in the palm there, so you're trying to keep the palm face up. Just shifting left and right. The hand goes across, over the head. Across, under the arm. And the weight is shifting. Wherever the hand goes, our weight goes to that leg. Again, if you're feeling a little stiff in the hips or anything like that, this could be a little smaller motion. But feel free to get really wide and low with it if you want a good workout. Okay, let's switch sides. Coming across, under the arm, across, over the head. Try to keep your palm spiraled face up. This is going to open your wrist and shoulder. Keeping the hips a little low to warm up the legs. Good, come to the center. Very nice. You're going to turn on your left heel. We're going to slide the hand down the leg, going sideways until we feel a stretch on the inner hamstring. So the stretch shouldn't be on your waist. You're not bending your spine, keeping a straight spine, just the hip hinging, feet perpendicular. You take one hand up, other hand stays down. Then we're going to reverse it, bringing the back hand down the other leg. Left hand comes up towards the sky, reaching up first, then over to stretch through the waist. We're going to find a little flow out of that. So this is a little bit of sort of Qi yoga, finding triangle and exalted warrior, going back and forth. And feel free to keep this kind of traditional hand position or find this kind of clockwork thing with the arms. I'm just going to give a little more challenge to your core since your hand's not supporting you here. You can even use your breath here. Exhale as you come down, stretch under the leg. Inhale as you come up, stretch along the waist. Just once more. Good, come up. Turn your left toes forward, right toes turn to the right. Again, both legs straight. You can take your hands to your hips to help you with this. Think of your hips like they're pouring water down the right leg, so they're tilting sideways. You take your hands to position A, where we have a little more support, or position B, where we do a little more work in the core. And again, we come up, position A, or position B. Feel free to find either, exhaling down, A or B. Inhaling up, A or B. Use the breath. Exhale down, stretch under the inner hamstring there. Inhale up, open the waist. Just getting the body nice and open to prepare for our deeper energetic work with our 5 elements. Come to the top, turn your toes forward, and we're just going to stretch over these legs. Nice forward fold, open the back of the legs, lower back. Not too long here, just about 3 or 4 deep breaths. Hands can be wherever is comfortable for you to get a good stretch. Good, roll your way up. Bring your feet back in, give it a good shake. All right, let's do one to open up the neck and shoulders, and then we'll get into our flow. This one's called Dragon Looks at Its Tail. We're gonna look at the right palm, then turn the palms away, press them both away, mainly looking for a stretch down the right arm here. So really pull those fingers back, press through the heel of the palm. Then we're gonna turn the head over the left shoulder as far as you can, as though you're trying to get the chin over the shoulder. And you're trying to basically bring that stretch from the arm up into the shoulder and the neck. So we'll do this one with a little flow too. Here we look at the hand, turn palms away, press, stretch. Relax, look at the palm. Use your inhale to help you stretch. Feel your inhale expand your chest and shoulder here. Exhale, relax. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Stretch. Relax. One more time. Holding the stretch this time. Think of the heel of the palm and the chin like they're trying to get away from each other. That's what's going to make that stretch. Call this dynamic unifying opposition. Chin and heel of the palm moving away from each other, creating the tension and stretch. Relax down. Let's go to the other side. Looking at the left palm, your right palm is, I guess, just for decoration here. Press through the heel of your palm, spread your fingers, turn your head as far as it'll go. Relax, look at the palm, exhale. Inhale, press away, turn the head. Exhale, relax. So your inhale, expand your body, helping the stretch. Dragon stretches its tail, becoming a desert lizard out here. And last one we're going to hold the stretch. Don't hold your breath though, deep breath. Relax, give it a shake, give the whole body a shake, just clear any tension, release, release. Use your breath, in the nose, out the mouth. Hijacking our natural stress relief systems, body shaking, stretching, sighing. Clear stress, clear tension. Good, you can even lift your heels, give your bones a little knock. Get into our body, out of our mind in Qigong. And we relax, pause, feel your chi, deep breath. Make sure your feet are shoulder width, toes pointing forward, knees a little soft. We're going to enter the flow here, just starting with Tai Chi opening. And then we're going to do one flow for each element and one posture. So we're inhaling up through the nose, and here exhaling through the nose as well. From here on, the lips stay closed unless for some reason you need to breathe through your mouth. Nice long inhale on the way up. Long exhale on the way down. Going into our crane soaring, you're opening the arms, first flow for the metal element. Turn the palms face up, touch the thumb and first finger. Sink the chest back a little bit as the hands come forward. Turn your palms down, open the thumb and finger. Take an inhale, open the chest. Show you a little more from the side. Here, touch thumb and first finger, exhale, palms face up. Palms face down, open the hands, inhale. Exhale, seal the lung and large intestine channel here, the two metal channels. And inhale, open it up. Inhale, open the channels, fill up with energy, taking in our chi from the air. Exhale, seal it in, let it circulate inside. We start with the metal element because it connects to the lungs and helps us extract and gather the chi from the air. So then we can circulate through the rest of our organs. Nice and slow. You'll notice I'm also shifting a little forward, opening my chest. And then the chest sinks back a little bit. Hips sink down slightly. It's not a huge movement, but just enough to help the chi move inside. Okay, bring your hands down, palms open, face up in front of your lower abdomen. Your elbows are slightly floated away from the ribs, so it's like our arms are wrapped around a big beach ball, the hands underneath. So hopefully you've done a little bit of my Jianzhuan training. Look for my other videos on that, spelled Z, it looks like Zhuan Zhuang. So those videos will help you get a little more detail on these postures. But for now, the basics are you're sinking your tailbone to lengthen your lower back, you're floating your crown and tucking back your chin to lengthen the back of your neck, and you're sinking your chest, which also helps to lengthen the low back. And all of this is just to lengthen the spine so the chi can move through the spine. And then we just touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth to help connect that energy so that it can also sink downwards from the head. So it's not all just going up the spine, it can also sink. So the sinking chest, tongue anywhere on the roof of the mouth is where you want to be. And we just breathe here. Feel the breath sinking down. We'll have one posture for each element. Feel your lower dantian like it's anchoring the chi of the lungs, pulling the lung chi down to anchor in the body. There's a gravity here that helps to deepen your breath. Good. Next movement. You're going to take your left hand behind your back over the low back. Your right hand in front of your forehead. We're just going to take a small step out, so we're just a little bit wider than the shoulders for this one. Here we're going to sink down, hinging at the hips. We move as though we're scooping up water with the hands. We come back up, we're looking at the palm. The palm turns away from us as we shift back across. And bend at the knees and hips, hinging down, scooping up the water. Come across and over. Using our breath, exhaling through the bottom. Inhaling over the top. Exhale through the bottom. Try to keep good structure here. So as the hand comes up, you notice I'm not just sort of waving it as big as I can. I'm staying relaxed and sort of put together in my body. When we're in the flows, we're not trying to reach our full range of motion. That's more Dao Yin, where we're stretching and opening the body. But in the Qigong flows, we're moving within the comfortable range of motion of our tissues. Good, you're going to come around, switch your hands. Coming down on the left, across like we're scooping up water, and as we come over the top, imagine like the water pours down the arm, down the back, to the kidneys. Water bringing a sense of tranquility, stillness, relaxation. Good, come around, relax. Okay, stepping in. Our next posture for the kidneys we call the bear because of the hump that you're going to hold at your back, just like a grizzly bear's hump. Also, the bear is often an animal for the kidneys. So it's just the same as before, that hoop, you're just holding it behind yourself. Palms are face up, but you don't have to be like OCD about it. It doesn't have to be like a perfect shelf. It should feel comfortable on your wrists, elbows, shoulders. Think about pulling your shoulder blades down and back. So we really want to try not to hunch up here. And all the same other postural principles, that tailbone's dropping, chest relaxing down, crown lifting, chin tucking back, and your fingers definitely shouldn't be touching. Nice and spread through the fingers. Just feel your breath here, particularly feel the breath go down to your low back, mid back, massaging the kidneys and door of life area. Keep a long, relaxing breath, challenging posture, but still relaxing breath, relaxed mind. Okay, you can relax. Very nice, feet back under the shoulders. One hand's going to pull back, palm face up, other hand's going to push forward, palm face down. Then we're going to turn the hands as they push, pull over each other. The palm face up hand comes back by your rib cage, other hand pushing forward from the ribs. This is for the wood element, the liver Qi. So what we're doing here is pumping and pushing the Qi from the liver. So that wood energy is like the tree that wants to reach towards the sky, has ambition, vision, growth. So here we're helping to decongest it. So anywhere we feel stuck in our body, in our blood flow, in our Qi flow, or in our life, we're helping that liver Qi to push through those obstacles and flow smoothly and evenly. So notice I'm doing a little weight shift here too. The hand that's pulling back, I'm shifting the weight to that foot. Pulling back, shift to that foot. Now we're going to link our breath with this. It's going to go like this. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So inhale, push twice, all on one inhale. Exhale, pushing twice, all on one exhale. The liver Qi connects to the sinews, the tendons and ligaments. So you want to feel that expressed through the hands. As you spread the fingers, push and pull with the hands, you're feeling the tendons of the upper body spreading and bouncing. And with the legs, as you shift the weight, you're feeling the bouncy quality of the tendons through the legs, and as though that feeling from the leg is coming up and expressing through the arms. Good, we're going to relax. Bring our hands back to that rounded position, but bring it up in front of the chest for the embracing the tree posture. Let your shoulder blades roll down your back. Fingers spread, they shouldn't be touching. You feel the fascia of the hands spreading. Crown of the head lifting, tailbone sinking. Knees a little soft. And the weight just slightly forward in the foot. That's like hitting the gas pedal on your Qi. Find your breath here. Feel particularly the breath massaging the liver, which lives here under your front ribs, especially on the right. Good. Relax, come down. Okay, next from wood we go to fire. Qigong for the heart. Here we're holding a big Qi ball. It's basically right in front of your torso, about the size of the torso. So don't be up here or down here. Literally just torso size ball. This is a variation of the Fair Lady Works the loom. So it's called the Fair Lady Works the shuttle. I don't know anybody who knows what a shuttle is, but everybody knows what a loom is, so I'm calling it the loom. You're going to roll this ball to the left. Lift your left hand up by the forehead. Right hand pushes underneath. Fingers are spread, again feeling the Qi expressed through the fascia. Then you're going to drop your right hand, left hand on top of the ball, roll the ball across to the right, right hand lifts up, left hand presses. So the lower hand here just drops to the bottom. Low hand stays the low hand. And they roll to switch, press. Lower hand drops to the bottom, roll the ball, press. Use your inhale to roll across. Exhale to lift and push. Inhale, roll across. Exhale, lift, press. This one usually takes a few tries to get. It's a little more brain exercise, so don't worry if this isn't natural the first time. One of the great things about learning new Qigong forms is it really helps our brain stay supple and young. Retain that ability to learn new things. Inhaling across, exhale, press. Here we're opening up the heart channel, which actually starts at the armpit. So you open the armpit, and then as you breathe in, it's like you're pulling the Qi through the armpit, across the chest, and pressing out any stagnant Qi from the heart. Notice my legs are staying strong. The legs aren't turning and collapsing with me. It's as though I have a ball between my knees. They're not falling in, staying strong. And drop back to the center. Bring the hands in front of the chest. Again, for embrace the tree. This time you just turn the palms away from the chest. Everything else stays the same. Just turn the palms. Fingers still spread, so they shouldn't touch. Keeping the fascia open. Should be like a diamond right in front of your sternum. All the same principles of the spine, the tailbone's dropping, crown of the head's lifting, chin's tucking back. Feel the weight slightly forward in the foot, turning on the arch of the foot. Just hold here and breathe. This time you can have a little more focus on the energy of it, feeling into your heart. You can even imagine that you're watching a sunrise or sunset and breathing in the golden light through the hands into the heart. Okay, relax the hands down. Excellent. Next one for the earth element, holding a chi ball in front of the solar plexus. So your solar plexus is your upper abdomen. Chi ball is about the size of a grapefruit or something like that. Here, let's have our left hand on top, right hand on the bottom. The left hand's going to go out to the right as though it's skimming across a pond. Come in from the left, come under the ball, and the right hand circles to the top. And your right hand's going to go out, circle around, come in under the ball, collecting the chi to this area we call the earth center, which basically is the chi of our digestion, relates to the pancreas, stomach, and spleen. And of course, we do it with our breath, so here exhaling, floating out, inhaling, gathering in. Exhale, pulsing out. Inhale, gather into the earth center. With the earth element, we cultivate a sense of centeredness, inner balance, inner stability. Notice a little weight shift. My weight is following my hand a little bit. Going just slightly from one foot to the other. And through my feet, I also create this sense of groundedness, connecting to the earth, that palm face down and soles of the feet, bringing the earth chi to the earth center. Relax. Our last posture doesn't really look like any of the other ones. Palms are about level with that earth center, solar plexus. The elbows are slightly dropping in on this one. Fingers are spread. Tailbone again drops, elbows drop. Weight forward in the foot. Crown lifts. Chin tucks back. Shoulder blades relax down your back instead of wrapping forward. Chest slightly sinks. And as you breathe, you can imagine you're breathing the earth chi through your hands and through your feet. And it's all gathering in the solar plexus. You don't have to imagine any imagery. You can just sort of breathe and feel your way towards the center. Feel the breath expand and relax here. Drop it down. We'll close, pulling down the sky. This one just to help to harmonize the chi, help it to sink. It's not rising too much to the head as we cultivate that energy in the body. Exhaling down, Scanning your body head to toe. Inhaling up. Exhale, scan down from head to toe and even out to the earth just to help wash away any stuck energy down to the earth. Relax. You can step it in. We'll just relax for a few breaths into bamboo in the wind. Let your knees be a little soft here, not locked. Let your shoulders relax down. Really the only thing going up, you'll feel the crown of your head being pulled towards the sky. Everything else just melting away from the crown, relaxing, rocking, swaying. And here the idea is to just allow the chi to flow however it seems to like. Just step out of the way. Letting ourselves become like an open sky. Our thoughts, emotions, and energy all just pass through like clouds. Okay, you can step it back out. Give your belly a circle, just helping the chi to store here at the dantian. Nice deep belly breath, help the chi to settle. We'll release with a sigh, nice deep breath in. Let it go. Let it spread. Good. Exercises that help to balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Switch directions if you haven't already. Just opening up. Then we're going to take the left hand out to the side and start to move it in a spiral. We call this the teacup exercise. You imagine you're holding a cup of tea in the palm of the hand and try not to spill that tea. Then we move the hips in a circle as the hand spirals. So the hand goes over the head, palm face up, in by the hip, palm face up, palm stays face up the whole time. And just using this motion to open up through the hips, spine, shoulder, wrist. Nice mobility exercise. Let's start to go the other direction, going over the head first, then forward from the hip. Over the head, forward from the hip. So we spiral just through the arm first. And then we're going to add the hips. So hips move in a circle with the arm. Hips go forward, left, back, right. Spiraling and opening. These types of exercises are often called silk reeling in Qigong, as we make the body smooth and strong like silk. We're going to switch sides, so right hand out, bring it in by the hip, over the head, in by the hip, over the head, and then using our hips, going right, forward, left, back. And feel like the hips are the primary motion, and like the movement whips out through the spine and the arm from the hips. I want to feel open and integrated. Feel this connection from the center out to the hand. We're going to switch directions again, coming forward over the head, and then from the hip. Over the head, from behind to come by the hip. Then again, we circle the hips with it. Don't worry if this is hard the first time. Sometimes it takes a few tries to learn a new pattern. Just learning those patterns, very good for the brain. The brain produces BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor, when you're learning new movements. It's a very protective chemical for the brain, BDNF. All right, bring it down. We're going to try both hands. So I'll show you from behind, a little easier to track left and right. So one arm at a time. Here the left hand first. Going forwards over the heads, and behind, and by the hip. Forwards over the head, wrap behind, and by the hip. Now we'll bring the other arm in, as one arm is by the hip, the other is going over the head. In this case, your right hand is going the opposite direction. This one, don't worry if you don't get this the third time. Usually takes a little bit to figure this one out. So one arm's by the hip, the other's over the head, out to the sides, hip and head, out to the sides, hip and head. Trying to keep the palms face up the whole time. This produces a spiraling action through the whole body. All right, we're going to switch directions. Left hand by the hip, right hand over the head. Right hand by the hip, left hand over the head. Opening up shoulders, wrists, waist. Feel that movement coming from your center, from your core, from your hips. This helps make that nice left-right brain connection. When we cross the center line, we do these opposite patterns with the arms. The left and right brain have to communicate, and that strengthens their connection. All right, wide stance. We're going to find a little stretch here. So you're just going to sink into one knee and then the other. I have a pretty wide stance here, but feel free to have it a little narrow yourself and not go quite so deep. So if you're doing this, it's more of just a strength and stability for the leg. If you have the wider stance, it's going to be a bit more about flexibility, opening that inner hamstring. You can see I involve my hands now. So if you got this wide leg, feel free to go deeper or stay up high. Really choose your own adventure here. You don't want to hurt your hips or knees. So now we're going to go into a little more complex motion. So we're going to turn into a lunge, spiral the arms, turn through the center, turn the other direction in a lunge, spiral the arms, come to the center, and find that stretch again, sinking into the right knee. Now turn to your left in a lunge, circle the arms, center, turn to the right in a lunge, windmill your arms, center, sink into your left knee, stretch down the right. All right, so here's the little higher up version. If you're feeling like you have a little less flexibility in your hips, your knees are sensitive, you can stay up high with a narrower stance like this. The point here really is to open the shoulders mostly, and then coming down to open the hip and groin. So choose either of those variations. We'll do a couple more times. Spiral, come down, stretch. Spiral, lunge, lunge, stretch. Lunge, lunge, stretch. You can see I'm starting to go a little quicker here, but feel free to stay your own pace if you're still figuring out the motion. This is an option once you start to get good at it, is to really swing the arms, use a little more momentum. So I'm going to open the chest and shoulders. Sort of imagining you have a wall behind you, like your arms are tracing the wall. Good. We're going to end it with just a forward fold stretch. Just relax for a couple breaths. Take a breather. That one was another one that you can really give yourself some time. Don't worry if that doesn't make sense the first time. That's actually the point of this program, is to challenge your brain-body connection. It's going to really help your proprioception, your left-right hemisphere synchronizing. We'll bring it in, start shaking. Just clear the tension from the body. Use the shake to feel your muscles bouncing. You can add a little twist here too. Be careful not to twist in your knees too much, mostly twisting from above your hips. You can use your breath like a sigh. Clear stress and tension. Nice deep breaths. Release, release. Come back to the center, slow it down. We're going to start to enter the flow. Take your right hand by the left hip, left hand over the right elbow, and then spread the hands apart from each other like you're brushing through a horse's mane. You see the right hand face up, left palm face down, at shoulder height and hip height. Then take your left hand by the right hip and right hand over top the left elbow. Coil to the right and spread like you're parting the horse's mane. Turn to your left, right hand by the left hip, left hand over top, and we part. Turn to the right, 2 half circles with each hand. The right hand lands on top, and we part. Turn to your left, 2 half circles. Left hand lands over the right elbow, and then spread the palms apart. Turn to the right hand's going to come up from behind, land over left elbow, and spread to part. You lift the right hand, drop the left back, Left hand comes up and over and spreads with the exhale. Drop down to the right, right hand circling back, and spread with the exhale. Inhale 2 half circles. Exhale, spread. Nice long, slow breath. Inhale, turn and circle. Exhale, spread. We're going to hold this as a posture. One palm face the earth, one palm face the sky. Just a soft bend in the elbows. And very slowly switch hands. Use the palms to help you plug in to the solid earth and expansive sky. I'm going to drop it down, getting ready for our next flow. This one we call Zen circles. We have the left hand under the lower abdomen, the right hand softly painting a circle in front of us. Inhale as you come up on the circle, and exhale as you go down. And there's a slight turn from the hips left and right, as though the hips and the dantian are guiding the hand. Deep, slow breaths. Use this to engage your mind with your body. Find yourself grounded, mind grounded in body. Your attention absorbed in the sensation of movement. We're going to switch hands, bringing the right hand under here. And going to the next side. Left hand starts to circle down on the left. Up on the right, you can see again here my belly and hips are turning to guide the hand. Inhaling up, exhaling down, slowly through the nose. Use the sensation of your body and breath to ground your mind and find an inner solidity. Bring it back in under the lower abdomen, dantian. Hold here and breathe. And drop the left hand down, circle up on the left, and draw down the center line with the left hand. Your right hand's going to start to float up. Right palm turns towards the sky, left palm towards the earth. Then a big broad circle out to the sides. And again, coming up and down the center line, pressing up and down towards sky and earth. Circle the arms with an inhale, and exhale to draw up and down through the center. Inhale, expand, gather the chi. And exhale, draw it in through the center. Expand, inhale, grow taller. Exhale, sink and relax downwards and inwards. Here we're going to hold this as a posture, connecting heart and belly here. And then we're going to float the left hand upwards, right hand down. Circle out to the sides. The right hand's going to come over the head. Right hand drawing down through the center, left hand floating up. Turn palms, press away. Inhale to gather the light from all around. Exhale to draw it through the center. Inhale, gather, expand. Exhale through the center, sinking, relaxing. Literally standing a little taller. Inhaling. Exhale, quite literally sinking just an inch or two lower. Bridging sky and earth, consciousness and body. And we're going to settle it back to that standing posture. Nice deep breath. Connecting heart and belly. close down in bamboo in the wind. Just let your body rock and sway, breathing gently through the nose. Like the tree that lives the longest in the forest, by bending with the breeze. Allow ourselves to sway, our energy to flow. And then we'll close it into the lower abdomen, circling the hands, nice deep belly breath, centering our chi at the dantian, just below the navel. End with a sigh, releasing, letting the energy spread. Enjoy that feeling. Hey, did you enjoy that Qigong as much as I did? Bet you're feeling good. If you want to keep feeling good every day, you might like to try my 30-day transformation challenge. It's on my website, nicklawfrey.com. It's called Stoic Sunrise, because you're going to do it every morning.